They're like glasses, only way less convenient. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says Maps and More on the edge.
Thanks. I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Hey, Wally. Melee clock is still broken.
Yep.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. It makes things look bigger. It's hopeless. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. I don't need to update this by hand. The game takes care of it for me. To whom it may concern. Sorry for forgetting our anniversary. With fear and respect, Guybrush. It's a forgiveness frog, but I juiced it up with a written apology. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Whew, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. Good old mazes. Can't get enough. Never seen one of those before. snazzy sign. Wally's done well for himself. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed! Wait! Let him live. I want him to... see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Dear Carla, sorry for blowing you up that one time. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Aye.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. Looks sort of like an eye.
Welcome to my shop.
Hiya. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary, just information.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. At once.
If it is a key, could you duplicate it?
I'm not sure you're supposed to take it literally.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a fail-safe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
Would she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
Usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock, I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
What's this lock?
A special one that can open with any of 4 different keys.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
What's this lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat.
What's this key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out. And please, don't touch the glass.
I think it's a chandelier.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood? Ha ha!
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan! Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
At least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Eeh! A spider! I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
How's your day going?
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People! People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
I'm going after the secret.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. Life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep. You look like you're...
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here!
I'll make it my number 3
They say the only...
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read. I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
I hope you're not still sore about that thing with the ship that one time.
Ancient history.
Oh, good.
I can think of plenty of more recent things to hold against you.
Oh.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine?
Just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
It's a lot of work being governor. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
But I couldn't finish it. Warning, do not try these tricks at home. It's thicker than I would have imagined. The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Edgy. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Meathook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage. Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meathook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Tell me again about the ore.
It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again. What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy number one on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the Pirate of 1,000 Faces. There's some very tiny writing on it. The display case is locked. What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the Pirate of 1,000 Faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a Malay jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Malay Clock Tower, stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Nah. If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
To me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine. This is the number for the jail cell lock. It's soft and extra fuzzy. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. It's Cracker Mix. Some assembly required. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
I don't suppose you have a mop from a famous pirate swabby on display?
I've been trying to get the cook down at the Scum Bar to donate his, but he won't part with it.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
I see you wear a peg leg despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just there to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. Highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. It doesn't seem interested. Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. Ooh, purple flowers. These must be catmint, or wisteria, or sweet rocket. A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. Ugh. Purple flowers. These must be lavender. Or monkshood. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Purple flowers. These must be lavender. Or monkshood. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
I remember when this place used to be wall to wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress. Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It's a dried-up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. This used to be such a bright, cheery place. It's sad to see the shipyard like this. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? It's good for relieving stress. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife. employees only. It seems to be stuck closed. Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a map through the forest.
What are you trying to find in the forest?
I don't know. Nothing in particular.
Then having a map won't really be any different than wandering around lost, will it?
Yeah, but, I mean, well, never mind. Nice weather.
Yep.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Jai.
If you say so.
It makes things look bigger. If one monocle is good, two is better. This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together. Honoring Melee Island's 27th Governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Port Elizabeth. Bob. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes!
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
What was that you were trying to tell me about mops before?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop. Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. Remind me never to eat here again.
Hi there.
Hiya. Hello again. Tell me again about how to have keys made.
You bring me the serial number from his board.
I think I'll browse around. This is the number for the jail cell lock. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here!
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and hard to swallow.
This is awesome. I can open one of the jail cells.
You do it! I am shaking from excitement! And from too much gruel and not enough grog.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan! I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. I already copied the serial number.
Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and no thanks, I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down. Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Bye.
Once you have a key,
You've got to open the door.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Dear Elaine, sorry for blowing you up that one time. Warmly, Guybrush. This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
This frog isn't even addressed to me. I don't know what you think you're doing. I reject your frog.
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough. Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. As shown by your actions at Santo Domingo, please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla, ugh, it looks like you tried to include personal details, but then you got them wrong. You don't know me at all. I reject your frog.
Can we try the frog again?
Dear Carla, ugh, it looks like you tried to include personal details, but then you got them wrong. You don't know me at all. I reject your frog.
It's a lot of work being governor. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Edgy. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her
Hi there.
Hello. I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
This is the one for the museum display case. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
It doesn't seem interested. Honoring Melee Island's 27th Governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Port Elizabeth. Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness. As shown by your actions at Port Elizabeth, please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. It'll be my ship soon enough. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Here. Hey.
What is it?
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Hey, watch it! This was where the fantastic Flying Fettuccine Brothers circus used to be. Nothing left but old tentpole holes. Wow, I could have had a totally different future if I'd stayed with them.
I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my...
Yes.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing.
I need to make?
Sure.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell.
Okay, thanks.
Stay away from my mop.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Edgy. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. As shown by your actions at Port Elizabeth, please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me. Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Can we try the frog again?
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me It seems to be stuck closed. Employees only. Honoring Melee Island's 27th Governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Port Elizabeth. Keep up the good work, buddy. Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
Too bad it's empty. This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together. If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one. Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I value that you are dedicated to dedication. As shown by your actions at Port Elizabeth, please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. It doesn't fit.
What? Is something wrong?
Well, I was just wiping a smudge glass.
Oh, all right. But be careful. Guard parrots are attack trained. Whoa! That's supposed to be unlocked. I pulled this and put it in storage, and I got to figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. I like things neat. That old did for me. That's you, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my Blake cake lock. Welcome back. Try not to touch things you're not supposed to touch it.
Doesn't seem interested. It's a work parrot. I shouldn't bother. Tell me again about the eye patch.
It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. This will be.
It's Can I ask you again about the mop I need to make?
Sure.
Never mind.
Now, where was I? Brilliant innovation. He'll never complain again. Seems like a lot, but okay. Ingredients indeed.
Snazzy sign. Wally's. Hey, Wally. I found this sliver of wood. Can you use this to make the map to the mop tree?
Looks legit. I'll see what I can do. Here it is.
Thanks, Wally. It's like there's a welcoming committee. Mind your mama, little prickly kids. Hey, little fella. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. Hey, little dear. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals. It's probably time for them to fly south. I'll take a shortcut back. I carved it myself. I made him up. There's some very tiny writing on it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What you working on?
Crossword puzzle. That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Gotta get these edges perfect. Mom would be proud. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again. Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Crisp creases. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. Oh, I remember the first time Stan tried to fleece me. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. Hi again. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you.
Nah, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hello. I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do. I've got enough to last me. It already looks well fed.
Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again.
What do you expect me to do? Elaine, issue a proclamation.
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to... generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
But it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Oh, hi. I've got some...
Some people have no respect for private property.
It must have happened right after you left. Did you see anyone on your way out?
Not a soul. Crossword?
No, as a matter of fact. I'm working on acquisition leads. The museum hasn't got a centerpiece now because someone walked away with my eye patch. I'm not sure how they got past the guard parrot. But rest assured, I'll be beefing up security immediately.
Good idea. I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Can you charge John Laney's eye patch up for me?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If If you bring me one more thing, a particular charm of great power.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Can you tell me where to find the bite of 1,000 needles?
I wish I could.
Me too. Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
Hey, Wally. Melee clock is still broken.
Yep.
Hey, kid!
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son!
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
Things are not what they seem.
Hi, Cobb.
You again. I know you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Busy?
Yep.
Are you done with the cookbook?
Coming along
I'd like it back.
nicely. I'm still using it. 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Pleasantly scorching
So much to do. Do I really have to salt it so often?
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. Hi again. See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? Warning, do not try these tricks at home. It's a lot of work being governor. I've seen that.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Looks sort of like an eye.
Hey, kid!
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son!
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Hot diggity, what a day, huh?
Sharp, non-magical ceremonial. Seems to be stuck closed. Employees only. Hey, Wally. Melee clock is still broken.
Yep.
Is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Can you tell me where to find the Bite of 1,000 Needles?
I wish I could.
Me too. Can you tell me where to find the Bite of 1,000 Needles?
I wish I could.
Me too. What's that you're drinking?
Large, get lost.
Yar.
Fancy.
Waiter, just bring me what the governor's...
Of course, sir. Sorry. Busy?
Yup.
Amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay. Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
Pleasantly scorching hot. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Oh, well, probably fine.
Hi, Cobb.
You again. I know you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Hey.
What is it?
Come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were else and you had a mop, I'd hire you. But you're you, so I'm sorry, I can't.
What do you think of this baby? Signature model. I made it myself.
I'm sure it's great, Threepwood, but I can't give you the swabby job unless you magically turn into somebody else.
I hope. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. How clever. Wanted. Any information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons who destroyed the historic mop tree. I'll, keep an eye out for them. Hi again. You've been at this post a lot.
Yep. My eyesight isn't what...
And that's helpful for...
Yeah, there's hardly ever anything to see anyway. The job is mostly about greeting people. Welcome to Melee Island.
Thanks. I've got a few coins for incidentals. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. Hey, little dear. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. I must have... Some animals are quite skittish. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. You look busy.
I am.
Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again. There's some very tiny writing on it. There's nothing in there to steal. They're having a half-off sale. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Looks like it's been there forever. What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime. I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
Can you tell me where to find the Bite of 1,000 Needles?
I wish I could.
Me too. Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. But boring. Honoring Melee Island's... Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting... really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Hi there.
Hiya. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Ooh, they smell nice and toasty. But I've already got plenty of crackers. Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
What's this lock?
That's for sealing a container full of evaporated gas. And please, don't touch the glass.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
It already looks well fed.
Hey, kid!
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. I already copied the serial number. Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Music just makes you want to tap your feet, doesn't it?
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
Are you sure you don't want me to break?
100 and...
See you later.
Yep.
I don't remember this place being so leaky. Ugh, it's that same spider.
No offense, but I want to be sure you don't waste your whole day in here. A guy like you's got things to do.
Seems to be stuck closed. I don't see anything useful here. Employees only. I don't see anything useful here. Never seen one of those before. It's Elaine's flyer about how Limes combats. They're having a half-off sale. Scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here. scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here. Can you tell me where to find the Bite of 1,000 Needles?
I wish I could.
Me too. Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor,
Lost.
Coming along nicely.
It's amazing what you can
16
achieve. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. Busy?
Yup. Coming along nicely.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Always confused about baking versus roast.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Fancy. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Stan used... The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
doesn't even seem possible. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
Look at my new mop. I made it myself.
That's a fantastic mop. Absorbent, expertly carved handle. It should last you a lifetime of fine mopping. 96 teaspoons in a pint.
Nah, that one's got a damaged handle, and mine's brand new.
He'll never complain again.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee. Ready to...
Hey, kid! How's your day going? No thanks, I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad. They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles. That's just a key to an empty cell now, son. It's lost all its market value. Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and hard to swallow.
I'm no good at jimmying things. I'm no good at jimmying things. Employees only. This key doesn't fit. I don't see anything useful here. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Wally. What's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. Never seen one of those before. Never seen one of those before. This key doesn't fit. This key doesn't fit. Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No. I wish I could.
Me too. You look busy.
I am.
Tell me again about the hook.
That once belonged to the
I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Warning, do not try these tricks at home. Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
Looks sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier. I'm no good at jimmying things.
All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
Welcome back.
Hiya. These are nice.
Thanks.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me. It's some of my most recent work.
Hey, kid!
I don't remember this place being so leaky. 1. No escaping. Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son!
See you later.
Yep.
No one ever works together.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. It doesn't look finished. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
At least they look healthy.
Oops. Oh, well, probably fine. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine. 16 cups in a gallon.
At least they look healthy. It's torn and ugly, but strangely compelling. It's torn and ugly, but strangely compelling.
Yo-ho!
Nice hat pin.
It's the emblem of a secret society I belong to.
Really?
Don't be ridiculous.
Can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. Looks sort of like an eye.
Welcome back.
Hiya. Time for them to fly south. This is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Can you tell me where to find the Bite of 1,000 Needles?
I wish I could.
Me too. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. Hi, Cobb.
You again.
I know you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Waiter, I can't understand. Just bring me what the...
Of course, sir. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Coming along nicely. He'll never complain again. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Ingredients indeed. He'll never complain.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
The mop is really convincing me.
You must run a tidy ship.
Ugh, go bother someone else.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
I say, janitor, if you see my waiter, tell him to hurry things up a bit. I'm positively famished.
Hi, Cobb.
You again. I know you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Stay away from me with that mop.
Don't look now, but I...
Stay away.
What's that you're drinking?
Large. Get lost.
Keep your hands off my mop.
Busy?
Yep. 3 teaspoons in a
It's Carla's copy
tablespoon.
of Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay. At least they look healthy. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Classic, elegant mop with a sliver carved out of it.
"96 teaspoons in a pint. Ingredients indeed.
Active little guys, aren't they?
Ingredients indeed.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars.
He'll never complain again. Brilliant innovation.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
The mop is really...
You must run a tight...
Go bother.
Fancy.
I say, Jack.
Don't look...
Stay away.
Keep your hands off my mop.
Wanted. Any information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons who destroyed the historic mop tree. Wanted. Any information leading to the arrest and conviction of the Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. No parking of demon. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Say what you want about my evil, horrible. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. What do you think of this baby? Signature model. I made it myself.
I'm sure it's great, Threepwood, but I can't give you the swap.
It's torn and ugly, but strangely compelling. How clever. Expedition Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here. Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to. Don't look now, but...
Buzz. This will be excellent. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. Active little guys, aren't they? The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Coming along nicely. Brilliant innovation.
Honor Melee Island 27th Governor Carla the Swordmaster for her heroic look finished. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but how much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has been placed with me for safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here. Green, half off. Blue, half off. Yellow, half of half. A crystal. Eh. The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here. Not very practical. Can you tell me where to find the Bite of 1,000 Needles?
I wish I could.
Me too. If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one. This place has kind of gone downhill.
When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone.
Hi there.
Hi there. What's that lock?
It's for a small jazz band to lock up their gear. And please don't touch the glass.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine. classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. Gotcha, you pointy little tracheophyte. This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up. I'll treat myself to a purple flower. I hope I don't get tossed in jail for this. It looks pretty and smells wonderful. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. Bye.